the business world and the agricultural world are starting to closely come together, and it's creating a basically new platform on how to sell goods from an agricultural standpoint, and it's helping the environment every day because these new ways of selling products and creating products is becoming safer, and it all starts with how they are made in the plants. The business world is starting to come into the agricultural world more today because people are starting to see the effects that small plants they have on the environment, because the way that they dispose and make goods is usually by burning or some other method that is very harmful to surrounding environments, and it's starting to affect plant life, it's starting to affect wildlife. But big names such as Exxon, they are starting to get in new ways of basically disposing of their goods in a more healthy and environmentally good way. Doing all these techniques really all starts with these small companies, and these small agricultural companies are including business into their company to relay a message to bigger companies, and these bigger companies are starting to actually see how big of an impact they are having on today's environment. Numbers have increased over 20% from 2011 to 2019 on how we reuse goods, and it's because of these smaller businesses that are trying to make a change. Some of these big companies aren't realizing how big of an effect they're having on the environment today, but it all starts from one person trying to relay a message that they really are having a huge impact every day on what they do. And all the big companies see is how they're going to get their profit, and they're worried that if they change their ways, then it's really going to affect the outcome of their business. They're scared that it might shut down. They're scared that it might not make the same profit as it is. So basically, these companies that have already switched over to the more effective way of producing and selling and consuming goods, they are trying to also relay a message to them that what they're doing is wrong. There has been a lot of negatives on what I just said, but there's also a lot of positives. For example, these companies that really want to relay a message have got their word around, and it's got their word around to companies that don't really have a huge impact on the environment, but they still have somewhat of an impact, such as Tesla, a huge car company that's really blowing up right now. They're starting to use electric cars instead of using gas, and when they create their cars, they basically have leftover parts whenever they create a car, and they'll reuse those parts into making another car. So it's becoming a cost-efficient good, and it's helping out the environment every day. Also, another big company would be Nestle, a huge water company, and basically what they're doing to help the environment is they're reusing a lot of their water bottles, and basically it all starts from putting these recycle bins in convenient spots where people can throw away their plastics, and these companies such as Nestle will reuse those products. So all in all, the environment has taken a toll, but it is also really getting the view it needs, and it's starting to improve on a daily basis. Thank you.